Hi guys, it's Environmental Resource Center, and today we're going to talk about materials with multiple hazards under 49 CFR. So we're talking about hazardous materials within the United States. So here we are going to use our very easy to understand hazardous materials management manual. And this is something that you get when you take one of our DOT hazardous materials classes. So I'll just show you quickly where you can find those classes. If you go to our website, irkweb.com, click on Find Your Course. There is a filter on the side of the screen where you can select DOT Hazardous Materials Management if that's the type of classes you're looking for, and then you'll just hit search. Here you can see all of the course offerings. You can take the full training. If you've taken it before, you can take refresher training. You can take combo classes. Generally, people will do those if they've already had this training before and they just need refresher training, but we also offer it with hazardous waste training. Now, when you click on this, you can do it as a webcast or in person. If you select seminar, you'll see all the dates and locations that it will be offered, and you can easily select register. So let's go back to our manual that you will get when you take this class. So this is basically just very easy to understand information about what you're learning in that class. So let's talk about the multiple hazard materials. So sometimes you may have some hazmat and it has a characteristic of more than one hazard class. So you must just decide what is the primary and what is the secondary hazard. So here it explains in our manual how you're going to do this. Now, first, it shows you this list, which is straight out of the regulations called the hazard precedence list. So you're going to take your two or sometimes three, you could have a tertiary hazard as well, hazard class, and you're going to look over at this list. Now, whatever is first on the list is going to take precedence over the classes below it. There are certain classes that you will see not listed on here. Our book explains that. I believe it's right up here. Or it could be even lower, where these are materials that have very special hazards. So they don't include them on this list. There may be other lists like for, or tables like for explosives, or there just may be other ways to classify them. So you can see those few items right here in our book. So class 1, division 5.2, division 6.2, 4.1, just the wetted explosives, and then limited quantities of class 7 radioactives. So if you have one of these, you will need to get additional information in our DOT class. So let's go back up, and here we can see this precedence list, and it's very easy to use. So whatever is first is going to take precedence over what's below it. So let's say that you had something and it met the definition of being toxic. Let's say it was a division 6.1 poisonous liquid, packing group 1, poison by inhalation. But for some reason it was also combustible. So you would see that that is line item number 5, and that takes precedence over a combustible liquid material. Now, the problem comes down when you get to line 9, number 8, and here it's if you meet one or more of these hazard classes listed all together, you have to go to an additional table. So this is going to be called the precedence of hazards table. So I'll just show you how that works. You'll just go down in our manual, and I'm just going to flip my screen so we can see it a little bit easier. And this is the precedence of hazards table. So here, let's say that we had something that was class 3, packing group 1, and also it was a class 8 corrosive, packing group 2 liquid. So we'll find the 3-1, we will shoot over to 8-2, packing group 2 liquid, and we see that class 3 is going to be our primary hazard. The 8 doesn't go away. That's going to be our secondary hazard. Now, let's say that this one was a little bit different. Let's say that we had a class 8 corrosive that was a packing group 1 liquid, and it was also a class 3 flammable, but it's packing group 3. So we have our 8-1 liquid, our packing group 3. That is actually going to be corrosive as the primary hazard. You see the 8 right there. So it could be totally different depending on the hazard class, the packing group, and also the form of it. So it could be liquid or solid. So you want to take all of those into account when you're using this table. All right, so that is just a quick summary of what to do when you have multiple hazards. And again, this is going to be for DOT and you want to take the full course. If you've never done that before, you want to make sure that you get the right training, and we can help you with that on our website. So remember, just go to irkweb.com and find your course, and we can also help you with that. Our number is right up here. If you're not sure which course to select, just contact customer service and they'll be happy to help you. Thanks, guys.